Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI Sunday's edition. We are taking a look at this time around Edo State Assembly, the leadership positions, the zoning, if it's been done by zoning, and of course, don't forget about the Esan agenda. Some are saying it's hidden in Edo State Assembly, because the leadership position, talking about the speakership, will determine if they'll progress to the next level. You'll be asking the next level. Yeah, governorship. Edo State 8 Assembly leadership projection, Esan agenda. Some are saying we are tired of being given just speakership. What about the main one? Since the creation of Edo State, we've not seen an Esan man as a governor, apart from Musarimi Osbo Prof, that didn't last up to 1 year. Ever since then, nothing. Only speakership. We are tired of it. And right now we have the 8th Assembly. And the next thing we're talking about right now, before the governorship election, which is next year, will be the position of the speaker. And many are saying that to go along with it to determine how far this agenda will be pushed. I have the same panelists with me in the studio. Let's get to hear from them. But this time around, I want to start off with Barrister Patrick. Solomon, hold on. Hold on. Let me start with Barrister Patrick. The House will soon be inaugurated, the 8th Assembly. And of course, there will be positions starting from the Speaker, Majority Whip, Minority Whip, you just name it. What do you feel the permutation will be like if zoning is to be followed in Edo State?
Ordinarily, like just like what you said during the other subject matter, yes, is that they are free to vie any position on people's offices. But then, politics have to come in. Issues have to be looked at. Who will be this, who will be this? I think it's the prerogative of all the members of the House to decide who will lead them. But then, a lot of things will put into consideration. Now, the issue of the governorship that is coming will be, they will also look at it. People will take this, well, for governor, people will give us way. But, politicians, they are not stable. They can just sell or agree. Let us be. We are not bothered. But, honestly speaking, whatever position anybody they choose, will not affect the choice of the governor. Because what they should do is that if a governor emerges from the same district, then next is to adjust the house. Somebody will step down, then to adjust the house again based on the governor, who is the governor. But they don't know who is the governor. Like from here from Bush Radio, the issue was saying that it's their turn. It's their turn. But you see, in politics, nothing is permanent, it's interest. Just like you talk about the presidency, we're saying, oh, is this for equity is the turn of the East. But he never played. So the issue is that the governor will not determine who is going to be the leader of the House. Is also who is going to play that role. Is the head of the executive who also have interests. Is the governor who is going to be behind some of these decisions. Pending when there's a new governor. You cannot follow his hand, he still has a role to play. So making such a move selection is not going to be in what they are their own interests. It's like it's not the issue of internal democracy, it's the issue of the party. Yeah. They hold their meeting and write their choice. Then lobby the other political group. We are bringing speaker, we will give you the deputy speaker. It's not straightforward, it's politicking. At the end of the day, based on understanding, the new speaker will emerge. It's not actually what they generally should go. So it doesn't matter whether the governor or the governor, when the governor emerge, they can also go mutandis. They can do some adjustments.
Mutandis, they can do some adjustments.
The governor has a role to play for the choice who we can work with.
All right, now let me come to you, Samuel. Does it now mean that next year's governorship election will be the determining factor, or like what he said, supposed to be done now, later to be adjustments?
Listen, I just want to tell you what is going to happen from my
You want to prophesy again?
From my own political thinking and prophecies. You know, I always say it, and it always comes to pass. Whether we like it or not, as our president now, the governor is from Edo South, the deputy governor is from Edo North. The speakership is the third position, highest third position in the state. At a moment, they are going to give it to Esan. Whether we like it or not, it's going to go to Esan. Despite the Esan have the dream, the agenda, the hope to become the governor in next year's election, it does not make any difference for me. Because if we now have to start thinking of next year, you are not telling we should put an Edo South man there as a speaker in order for Esan to contest as the governor. So what I believe most is going to happen is what my barrister just said. When the election procedure comes, that either PDP, they're going to make their own choice, whether from Edo South or from Edo North, we don't know. But I am advising my party, APC, I'm advising they should choose an Esan man. Why? For equity and justice. We have seen the new dispensation of democracy so far in Edo State. The Edo South has had a plus of it. Edo North have had a plus of it. I think it is for fairness for the Esan to also have a plus of it.
But you never had this notion of the Southeast.
Listen, why? You don't understand. Yeah. In this last election, let's speak of the election. How vote comes.
Okay.
What makes a difference with the Southeast and the Esan issue? During this last election, the Esan came out their mass to vote for who they like, who they feel. They did not segregate. APC got a lot of vote there. PDP got a lot of vote. So there was no segregation like what happened in the Southeast. That they were voting their people, but we're not voting the major party they claim they belong to. That's a different situation. Let's not mix it up.
All right, I'll come back to you.
So, definitely, what is going to happen is what barrister have said. When the election comes, whoever that comes emerge as the governor. If an Esan is there as the speaker, there will be a reshuffling.
Okay.
It will be reshuffled.
All right. Now he's talking like a political juggernaut, which he is, and now into prophesying, computation. Anyway, I'll come back to you, comrade. I'll come back to you.
No problem.
Festus, you heard both of them. They said that there's room for reshuffling. But right now, we have someone from Edo South as the governor. And of course, Edo North as the deputy governor. The speaker, before the house will be dissolved, so to speak, is from Esan. Now, a new house will be inaugurated. What do you think will be permutation? And do you think the governorship election will be a factor to consider in this arrangement?
First, let me talk about the use of the word equity, fairness. If we want to use equity and fairness, what's the essence of zoning? Because barrister said for equity and fairness, the same president ought to have been given to the Southeast. He said the same thing for fairness and equity. If we actually want to work on the ideology behind fairness and equity, everybody will have senator. If you want to contest for Senate president, you are free to contest. I think if they go and lobby, you win. No zoning. So we shouldn't bring fairness and equity. What we are doing here is Nigeria politics. It only happened here. If you go to the United States of America, it won't happen. That's where the fairness and equity comes in. This man is good for the job, they'll vote for him. Even if you are from Los Angeles, California, Massachusetts, or wherever. That's where the fairness comes in. Now, coming back to Edo State, he just said what will happen. Now, an Esan man will be the speaker by virtue of the same Nigeria politics of let everybody be carried along. Make it not be said they're not the feel. Though Sat is there as the governor, the deputy governor is there as the from Edo North. Now the speaker should be to Edo Center. But I want to say this to my very good Esan brothers and sisters. politics should be played with fairness. When I use the word fairness, I mean the Esan ideology of politics is tantamount to that of the Southeast, where they cannot come together and have a single voice. Like in the past presidential election, you see more than 10 persons signifying interest. I want to be president from the same Southeast. I don't know if you are getting it. Yeah. The Asian man, if they want to be governor of this state, in the nearest election, they should sit down within themselves. Not the one that will be doing one symposium in Lagos, in America, or in Abuja. You go and gather in Abuja. Uromi is there, you don't come to Uromi to meet the people and ask them, how is this man we are going to bring out? But now they should have collected data on who actually have this Ishan mind in them. A man that can actually speak Ishan. A man that is very vibrant. A man that understands the political terrain of the Edo State, not just the Edo Central now. Yeah. So if they can't do that, if they can't come together with one voice, if they are going to share it, okay, you go to APC, you go to PDP, most people some for Labour now, maybe they work. They are going to lose this game. Because I am of the opinion that the next governor should come from Ishan. Because I supported Tinubu, we wanted power to come back to the South. So if I can support Tinubu because power must come back to the South, now, because of the Nigeria politics of everybody should be carried along, I am going to support an Asian man as the next president. But that notwithstanding,
next governor.
As the next governor, that notwithstanding, I can't work against my party. If the party is to give me an Edo North man, we have to work for the person.
That's it.
If the party is to give me an Edo South man, I will have to work for the person. But when there is a fire coming from Edo Center, and the fire, the party is going to see that if we did not give them, we raise this party. They will give it to an Asian man.
Okay. Someone is saying the main factor right now is the speakership. Now, when it gets to that particular position, the speakership, forget about governorship. Solomon, the ball is set to court.
No, I think what we are discussing, if I saw your projection, it's about the 8th assembly and not about the governorship.
But someone said that they are interwoven.
No, it's not. It's not. They are separate entities. The governorship is mid next year. So we still have about 1 year to that. But I'll tell you, Aras has projected very rightly, like he took it out of my mouth. The next speaker, I'll tell you why. He spoke from a perception. I speak from another perception.
Okay.
The next speaker is from Esan. Because as it stands, no politicians want to be seen as too wicked, even though we all know that there's no sincere politician. They want to create a perception that they are fair. The word fairness and equity can never leave Nigerian politics. Even you and I know it does not exist. But it's a grammar.
It's a grammar used in Nigerian politics.
But it's not in existence. The governor is from Edo South, which is his projection. The deputy is from Edo North. What we now play is that the speaker should come from Edo Central. Who amongst those from Edo Central is what none of us here can say.
Yes.
But it's going to go to Edo Central. Now, I'll go further. Let's not make stress about it. The deputy governor is warming up to become governor.
Now, anyway, he hasn't said that.
I can tell you.
He hasn't said that.
I said quote me. I'm not saying body. I said quote me.
Are you his spokesman?
I'm not an
Are you his spokesman?
No, because
are you his PA?
You usually ask.
So please let the garden. Let the garden.
You know. I'm saying quote me.
He said please.
No. Even if my comment.
Even if I should quote you. Even if you want to make a point, please.
No. I'm going somewhere.
Until it comes out to say something.
We say you are distracting this.
Hold on. Until it comes out to say
okay,
it. What it is.
Does that satisfy you?
Or less that.
So that's why I say quote me. If you are not aware, I will also tell you. The secretary to state government has interest in becoming the governor.
They told you too.
You see, I'm an activist.
Because they said that they told him.
You see,
So
I'm an
let's take it as if they told you.
I'm an activist.
Okay.
You are not in the field much more than we are in the field.
Yeah, we are in the field. We see what's happening.
And the governor does not want to be caught in the web of all of this. Yeah. The secretary to government will want to support an Esan to pave way for him. The deputy governor wants to support an Esan to pave way for him. The governor will want to be relaxed, not to be involved in their dirty arrangements, with all due respect. I just said that for example. There's a rumor also that the governor wants an Esan to be his successor. But there's also a projection that the governor is indifferent. That insofar as an Edo man, it doesn't matter whether it is a south person or a north person or a central person. That for him, it's about the best. So, if all this is, it means he's going to be indifferent. And let me tell you, the party would also want to play that kind of neutral play. That since it's Edo South that is governor, Edo North as deputy, let the party be seen as being fair. I'm coming to the fair play. Let's give it to an Esan man as speaker. So that the tempo will be balanced. When the tickets for the governorship comes, the Esan, the House, chair of the Esan cause, and the Benin will not sit down and say, let it go this way. So that in the panel of discourse, there are three major heads. The governor, the deputy, and the speaker. Yeah. Will be part of the discourse who agrees on where it should go. And now that's a fallacy about it. Because the fact is that the governor decides where it goes.
Okay.
Now I'm telling you now. Now, it comes to play that whether you like it or not, the governor, it is a known fact that every governor wants to name his successor. And so whether you like it or not, it is the governor that will pinch, or if you like, finger where he wants it to go, and the party will tailor. I will not be surprised, as Solomon Ijoba will not be surprised, if the governorship ticket in the ruling party in Edo State today, I don't want to mention whether it's PDP or APC, but you know the ruling party in Edo today, is zoned to another senatorial district, not Edo Central.
Okay.
And you know why? Because it depends on how the governor wakes up within that period. Because a lot of permutations are going to come into play before then.
All right, Solomon, hold on, just calm down. Because
stop shutting me.
No, I'm not shutting.
Because you are not fair.
Oh, hold on.
Very quitting what you are doing.
Solomon, hold on. You're talking for almost 6 minutes right now. I've been timing you.
Anyway, like 3 minutes.
You heard him. Yeah. He made so much analysis from the one he said they told him from the rumors making the round. After going through those cycles, he came back again to one particular spot saying this is his projection. Some are saying that the speakership position may just be the key card to who becomes the next governor. Some are saying it's a determining factor, a projection, a chip that if it's given to Edo Central Senatorial District, so to speak, the governorship might not go to that position again. What do you feel about that, Barrister?
Yes, before I answer that question, let me just digress a bit over the use of words equity and fairness. He has going to play again. When you say equity, it still remains literally speaking. Equity means equalness and fairness. Equalness. That's why it brings it the language into politics. Since this area have not produced such a thing for equalness, or we'll be having it, and fairness, let us support them. That's what it means. So let us have different agreement. If you say fairness, you see your right to go and go ahead. You can never get it, you will lose that election.
Yes.
Then some people will still be in power. They'll continue ruling. I think you're talking about fairness, not contest now. But when you say for equity, equalness and fairness, let's just build understanding, let's support and give to them. That's the only way they can have it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the truth of the matter. That's why I use that word. Literally, there's no ambiguity. So, this is that, like, what Gilman said, or I said, over the show, those are being ambitious, I'll just smile and laughing. It's 100% correct. Over those that who want to aspire to that office. These are the gladiators now on the banner of that office of the governor. He don't mention, let me not mention him. He has said so before. It's 100, if you're not aware, 100% correct. That's why they want to use something now to as a way, a base, so that they can get their fulfill their aspiration.
Okay, you just want to want to go for a break. You get to your place. Don't carry me to where I don't know. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is TMI Sunday's edition. Do stay tuned.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. We're taking a look at the Edo State 8 Assembly Leadership Projection, the ASA agenda. And I have wonderful guests here with me in the studio sharing their thoughts and opinion on this particular disc. Before we went on break, Barrister Patrick, you were trying to paint or give us a picture of your own opinion. Please continue from where you stopped.
Like I said before, this the Esan is likely to have the slots at the Edo State House Assembly. Likely, I'm 99% sure. Because the political gladiators now, the political bigwigs, who has ambition in contending for the governorship of Edo State, will do everything to support them. It's just a kind of carrot or what called banana, what we said here. Carrot to them, so that to prevent them when the governorship election comes into play, you are already speaker, so you cannot be speaker and be governor. So we are free to contest. That's how you're going to play. That is anybody coming issue we have it. But mind you, it's a carrot.
It's a carrot.
Or banana.
Yes, the banana.
Just like banana.
Just a banana.
So to have a way to get what they want.
To get what they want.
So in other words, it's like a trap coated in sweetness.
Of course.
Comrade.
It's a very clear trap for the Esan people. But it is a very clear trap that when they accept the speaker, because you might not believe what my brother said just now, if we look at really, because we are politicians, from antecedent, from the way these our people are behaving right now, we know those that want to contest for governorship. Don't take it away. The deputy governor want to. The SSG want to. The Clemagba, the budget minister wants to be too. Dennis Dausa wants to be a governor too.
These are just rumors and speculation.
No, these are political antecedents.
It's obvious.
You are not in the street. You are not in the grassroots. You don't see it. Maybe because this studio is too cold for you. You don't want to come and let you see something to listen. We know what is happening in the street. They're all anticipating to be. All this one, they are flashing project, commission project here, flashing project, commission here. It's all to present themselves for the people to be chosen. So now, why I say it's a trap? They might likely come with the political gimmicks, as the barrister said, to say you people have already the speaker share, the Mona hold that one, make Edo South drag the governorship. But I know, as my brother said, there's no fairness and equity. But for fairness and equity, in the peradventure of situation we want to choose a governor next, we should choose from the Edo Central. And whatever happens, if he wins the election, there should be a reshuffling, as I said before, in the House of Assembly. That will shape, depends on who now becomes the deputy governor. Probably it will be an Edo South man or Edo North man as the deputy governor, as the case might be. Then automatically, which other zone now is not there, we'll shift it to him, because there are House of Assembly members from all over the zones.
All right.
So I think there will be a game change play. But if they decide to play that, well, I think it will still be unfairness to the Eastern people. It is unfairness to equity and justice in the political scenario, because we Nigerians, we have already fixed ourselves to this all-inclusive politicking. That is why you see this clamoring for send it to this zone. It's about let's bring everybody all-inclusive, to bring everybody together. And the only way you can do it is by being fair.
All right.
So, and we know the Edo Central, they don't have the vote to become a governor.
We'll come into that.
The people play on that lyrics a lot.
All
They
right.
play on that tactics a lot. But if we all collectively have chosen, let's give it to them.
All
I
right.
think we all will give their vote to them.
Okay, now knowing fully that it's a trap, so to speak, when according to Commander Rice and of course Barrister Patrick, should the Esan people from those Central Senatorial District reject the speaker's position and focus on the governor's position for next year? Because they are saying this is linked. It is linked.
What it just
See, there is what we call nurture culture in some analysis when I was in school those days. There are culture you need to nurture. I've said it before. The Esan people need now to re-strategize. After the demise of Aneni, you're going to see that the Esan political space is going to crumble. Why do you think it's happening like that? Nobody. I'm not saying there are no good men that can be governors. There are a lot of people
Sound
in
ones.
Esan, Edo Center that can be governors of the Edo State and will bring Edo State to limelight. But the issue is there is more to participation. There is more to activeness. Even like, I guess you were the one that said it, even if they are bad, the position, they are going to give you some good things that will make you look, this person is good, but within them,
But like what they said, make us just hold this one, and let's
yes,
project
then we
this
have
one.
to
Yes.
accept first the
Yes.
speakership.
first.
And before parties begin to talk about the primaries, they should go and put heads together.
Seriously.
Not be the one where they go share out for APC, Labour Party, PDP, no. And then it left a political empire. Whoever is in charge now should know that they are not doing anything for now. I want to shock you. Permit me to say this one. There was a man who was the then Minister of Works, and the road that leads to the Edo Central wasn't done. Now there is a man who is a minister from Edo North. Even if you call it budget or not, he's trying to bring development to his people. And we in Edo South have a man who is a minister. I call him a ceremonial minister. We just know him as
No, a minister is a minister.
I promise you, if you are to bring these three persons out, and you call an Edo man to choose the next governor from these three persons, the governorship is going to go to Edo North. You
Because
know
of
why?
the work or what?
Sure.
Antecedents.
All right.
So what I'm trying to say now is this. If you are a politician and you are in Edo Center and you are thinking of becoming the next governor, it is high time you start bringing out to the people what you have done. Showcase who you are.
Present yourself.
Nigerians will not vote for you because you share money again this time. They want to say, okay, what you don't fair do? Who is this person? I don't know if you are getting it. And you will be surprised that a particular party will give that governorship ticket to an Ishama, and an Ishama will vote against that same man. They will not tell you, this one not be pure Ishana, this one whatever sabi speak Ishana. When last he come Mirua, when last he come Muromi. This one even know how Iboma be. I don't know if you are getting it. Now let me come back to this politics of a thing. There are people that will want to tell you, I want to be governor, that don't have a single project in Isha, and they are very wealthy. They have the money. They have the resources. You know what they do? Only me and my family. So if you now go and bring out such a person and give the person a ticket, that person will not fly. So when we are looking at all these things, party is going to do something. When you are coming to buy a ticket, when When you're coming for the screening, after screening, the leader will sit down and say, oh, no, I didn't know, I'm not going to give to this one. You can't make this man the next governor. Because the people he's going to represent from his heart do not even like him.
Say no already.
Even when you have the money,
All right.
even when the fame is there.
All
So the Esan people should sit down, work out one or two persons.
Okay. So you're looking happy about this situation right now.
No,
It's like you are deep in thought. Yeah. Some are saying the reason why all these things are happening is because there is an then a factor missing in that particular senatorial district.
Unfortunately.
For sure.
How true is it?
Unfortunately, the Esan doesn't have leadership. I'm an Esan man. Political no leadership. Painfully, since the creation of Bender States from the Midwest, only one Esan man has ruled Bender States. The late Professor Folonshaw Ali, of blessed memory. And for a few months, one Senator Sarime Osumbo, for a few months, since the creation of Edo States. And so I'll say since the creation of Bender and Edo States, we had only had one successive administration that made well for the entire state in Bender State, as it were. He touched Saple, he touched Warri, he touched Asaba, he touched everywhere, he touched Benin. And it's the legacy he left that we have Ekpoma today existing as a market hub and Uromi as a business hub. Today, the Ekpoma people will tell you that their oil well is Ambosali University because it created room for them to have neighbors, have rooms, shelters, they refer to as hostels and all. Unfortunately, before the Osame Osumbo government could kick off, the courts had short-lived the stay of the Osumbo government.
Short-lived or they gave a verdict that is not the right person.
As far as I'm concerned, the verdict was not ambiguous, was not a contentious one. Well, it was clear that that's where it was to go. But I'm saying that it short-lived the government, and as such, there's not been an Esan man as governor. And for fairness, and for integration, and for purpose of unity, as to show that the Esans are a part of Edo State, that the Esans are not treated like the Igbos in Nigeria. It will be normal. It will be fair. It will be ethical. It will be good for the Edo people in government, whether it be you and Esako.
So should they reject right now the speakership position because that's going to be the cocoa right now?
No. Like you asked a question before, they are not the same.
But they are linked.
No, they are not. I told you before, it cannot be linked. For now, let me tell you, now, the permutations of ground is Edo South as governor, Edo North as deputy, the speakership for Central. When the permutation for the governorship starts, the entire structure will be reshuffled.
Thank you.
Depending on where the governorship goes.
Thank you.
Because we can't say now whether to go to Esan,
Thank you.
Edo North or Edo South.
Thank you so much.
We will not determine where the speakership will not be reshufflement.
Thank you so much. I have to cut that chain because becoming emotional about appealing for the central
I'm an Esan man.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, you've heard them. Our time is definitely up. In Edo State, the 8th Assembly will soon be inaugurated. What do you think will be the leadership projection? Is it going to be Edo Senatorial District, the Esan people, the Edo North, Edo South? Don't forget that. Some people are saying that whether we like it or not is connected to next year's election. But some are saying they're not connected. Some are saying, yes, it is connected. And you get to hear so many other things we're bringing at them. I was like, really? For real? Anyway, it's their opinions. It has nothing to do with IDB. All right, it has nothing to do with ITB. They are bringing out what they feel, permutations, combination, how Nigerian NAS will look like, how Edo House of Assembly will look like vis-a-vis the governorship election and all that. Well, everyone, according to some persons, have a chance to take a shot at any political office they want to target. But where is equity? Where is fairness? I'll leave it at that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on today's show. I appreciate the wonderful analysis.
Thank you so much.
Top
Thank you very much, sir.
Hope I have enough time to really talk about this in some other climes.
No
Thank
problems.
you so much. Well, have a wonderful day ahead. Bye for now.